Hi guys, this is West Coast Arachnids. It's really early in the morning, April 13th. 2 days ago I did an update on the mealworm farms. Just going to do a little more of an update. Can't really get any feeds out of my tarantulas right now. They're just not eating. I got a couple of the new ones to eat, but I didn't get it on camera, so that was that. I did end up sorting out the mealworms. I'm gut loading some mealworms right now, and what you see is probably just to here full of mealworms, and the rest is just peaches. They're just covered over a couple of little pieces of peach, and they seem to love that. And that's what's in here, just a bunch of peaches, or just one peach actually cut up. Some really tiny mealworms for the slings. Once again, they're glomming onto that piece of peach. That's how I gut load them, just in these little tiny containers. Separate them away from the meal, the brand meal, and put them in those little containers. And usually have tiny, and then medium size, and then full size. And these are almost all in here. They're all large. And that one's not that greatest size, but there's a lot of large ones in here. Really large. I mean, about as big as you're going to get out of mealworms. There's another pupa right there. We're going to put him. Sorry, trying to crisscross my arms and put them in the container without dropping them on the floor. See if I can get some. Show you. Anyway, you can kind of get the gist. Lots of mealworms in here. They're chomping onto these peaches pretty good. Okay, let's put that one back. And what I wanted to show you, if I can find them now. I don't think I'll be able to find them. Was right here. So I can dig them out. I don't think I'm going to be able to find them right now. Sorry, kind of trying to watch what I'm digging and not watching what I'm doing on the camera. I should have kept this guy out. Wasn't really going to do a video, but couldn't sleep, so you know how it goes. Where did he go? I just put him in here. Those two were having a little intimate moment. I figure I did a little calculation in there. I started these 5 months ago almost. There he is. This is probably a day old. Still kind of got his legs tucked in. There he is upright. Still brown colored. When they first emerge, they're pure white. When they come out of the pupa. Little plastic spoons are awesome for this. Sorry about the shakiness. Got this on the tip of my fingers, trying to hold on to it. Probably covering. Sorry about that. ended up pausing it, or actually shutting it off, so I'm going to have to splice these together. Anyway, there he is, crawling around, stumbling around, learning how to use his new legs. So far that's what I've been able to dig out. There's probably at least 30 in there. I don't know. Let's just say close to 30, 25. I don't know, here you go. Pause it and count them. Post down below if you can count how many there are. I'll count them up and see if you're right. Actually, just a better shot and mix them all up. There they are. No way you can see it. There's a big glare from the light above off the screen. But all of these guys have all pupated. I believe. Yeah, that one's pupated. 3. There was 6 altogether. Oh, no, I lied. There's one there still. That was one of the smaller ones too, and he's actually pupating, so that's a good thing. But he will be a smaller beetle. Might get picked on by these monsters. So there's 5 and 6. We have a beetle. You just open that up and take him out. Let him go for a walkabout. Get these guys off the table. Put them back. I'm going to have to set up a little farm for these guys. Now these, I don't remember if they fly or not. I don't remember if I had to cover them. Let me just take them out. Just huge comparatively to the other ones. They're a good inch and a quarter long compared to the beetle or the mealworms. These mealworms are just feisty. Should grab that brown one again, because this guy's just too fast. Let's see if I can. Can't even pick up the camera. My hands are too slippery. Okay, there we go. Get a hold of this camera before I drop it. There's the difference in size. That guy's almost attacking him. Once he hardens up, he'll be black, just like the mealworm. I'm gonna knock him back in. Thank you, camera. This guy's just kind of chilling. And there's absolutely no reason you can't feed these to your spiders. You know, as long as they're big enough and they're, you know, you don't want to feed them to something too small. I would go a good 2.5, 3-inch spider for this, maybe even bigger, because these guys do have a little bit of chompers on them, and if they do bite, they'll tear through their legs in one bite. So it's use at your own risk kind of thing. But I wouldn't hesitate to feed it to, say, a 3 or 4 inch T. It's about the size of a cricket, so yeah. And to make short work of this thing. Make a nice crunch too. But the smaller ones, even if you had a sling that was nice and feisty that takes on big prey and never had any problem with it, I still wouldn't feed it to them because you may break their fangs on the shell if they bite into the top part, you know, the head and the thorax. Because it's a lot harder than the abdomen part. Now, the only time I've ever seen these guys open their wings is when they're upside down and they can't flip over. They'll flap their wings to get flipped over. And that's the only time I've ever seen that. But I'll put these guys away. I'm gonna need to actually get him in something soon. So I'll probably do that later after the camera's off. Basically just going to do the same thing as this, is just throw some meal in there, put some carrots in, and that's that. And let him crawl around until his mates are ready to go in with him. Okay. Now this one here is the beetles, so I'll put them away. No, they've been in there 2 days now, so I mean they're probably laying eggs. This is the small to medium. There's some very tiny ones in here. I mean, I'll show you. I picked these out of there. They're so small. I mean, some of them in there you can barely see. They're so small. Every little one in every little fleck in there or speck is a mealworm. Some of them are stuck to the wall because the peach juice. Well, I'm sure they'll wiggle away. If not, well, the other ones will get them. Waste not, want not, right? Oh, hey, look what we got here. T wandering around and he's digging out dirt. He's bulldozing. See if we can get some light on him. Oh, sorry fella. He's got his hide there. He's really burying it. I'll leave that there for a minute and see if he comes back out. It's going in now, so maybe I'll come out with another load of dirt. What was I showing you? Okay, I put this peach in here, like I said, probably 5 minutes before the video started, 10 minutes maybe. Let's see what we got here. I mean, look at that. Let's see exactly what's on this. And there's still some on there. Quite a few on there actually. They're digging right in really fast. Let's take this other one out. This one wasn't upside down like the other one was. Yeah, there's only 2 in there. So, after 5 minutes, that's basically what it attached itself to the peaches. Now I could, if I wanted, separate those. I mean, look at how small some of those are. They're just tiny. And these are really small. I'm going to get one of the big ones and show you just how small those are. Well, there's a freshly molted one. I don't know if you can see that. Put it over there. It's completely white. You can hardly see it on the camera. there. Holy cow, there's just tons underneath this peach now. Wow. Anyway, there's a large one. And that's not even fully grown yet. There's some bigger ones in there. I'll show you from top view. That's about 3/4 grown, I guess, that big one. I did find a nice, great big one, and I threw it in with the S-calciatum earlier. I hope he got it. I don't think I have to worry about that one getting chewed up by it. It's a little big now. And it just molted a few weeks ago, so I don't think it's going to be molting for a few more months. Not at that size anyway. It's a good 2.5 inches, 2 3/4 inches now. Maybe even close to 3. Anyway, you get the idea there. The birds are out, so it's got to be 5 or 6 in the morning. Let me just get those big ones out of there. I don't want them mixed up. Ooh, banging the table. Really got to get a different setup here. This is just... everything's just kind of overgrowing in this area now, and I don't have any room left for me. Lots of room for the teas and everything else, but no room for me. So I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit of remodeling of my bedroom, or set up a spot downstairs for my teas. Now let's see if he's out here. I think he sees the light and doesn't want to come out now. Anyway, this video is getting long, so I'm going to shut her down. And yeah, these 2 days, 2 days ago, and one of them had already turned into a beetle. I'd say another 2 days and I'll probably get half of these turned into beetles, and I'll probably still be waiting 2 or 3 weeks before all the superworms are turned into beetles, and another 3 to 6 months before I got any decent sized superworms. But the mealworms seem to be turning over within a month. I'm pulling out big enough sizes for my slings. Actually, a month. Yeah, it was probably a month ago that I did that other one. So yeah, you get after about a month, this is how big they get. These are a step up from the tiny ones. These are about the size of the ones that were on the table. So yeah, that's about a month, 4 to 6 weeks, I think, somewhere around there. From the time I actually put the mealworm or the beetles in there until that size. So that's not too bad, actually. I think it's because the beetles were already mature. I didn't have to go from mealworm to pupa to larva and then grow them out. So that little bit of a stage there, just getting the pupa to turn into beetles and then lay eggs and have the eggs hatch into mealworms and grow a little bit, that's a good month and a half, just that amount. So it's at least a week. Yeah, at least a week for the pupa of a mealworm to turn into a beetle. And then they gotta lay the eggs, and that's another 2 weeks, week to 10 days, 2 weeks to hatch. And then another week or two to grow out big enough that you're gonna see them and feed them to your teas. Anyway, no more movement, so say night, little guy. See if I can get some sleep now that it's morning. Probably stay up all day. Alright, you guys have a great day. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.